the moon. If you aim for the sky, then the moon and the sky can be yours. Come on and try. Everybody loves a hero. Let's hear it for the man with the gun. Everybody loves a hero.
Will he ever forgive me? But what can I do? I'm in love with them both. But I only have one life, not two.
When the world was a playground, oh, train rides and laughter, with love in the morning and Armagnac after. Since leaving the army and being around you, it's like I'm reliving the night that I found you. And then she goes on to sing some more.
Okay, and let's look. The master builder is dead.
Good.
His head is all smashed in. His head's all smashed in. He fell right into the quarry. I can't see him up there now. This is so terrible. So Petty couldn't do it. But he got right to the top. My master builder.
Rose Robert is the kind of leading lady of the show. She's a woman who's quite strong and feisty. She definitely knows what she wants, but she doesn't know when she wants it. She's quite seductive. She has quite a lot of men on the go all of the time, so it's quite different from myself, which is a great challenge, but she's fun to play because she's so different from me.
I play a character called Alex, and he starts off as a very, very young, naive boy. He's traveling in France until he gets his call up by the army, and so he sees a show in town, which is where our second lead comes in. He sees an actress performing on stage called Rose, and he falls in love with her, and he really wants her to love him back, and it's kind of his quest, if you like, and his endeavours of searching through the many aspects that a love life can throw to you. Hence the title.
So whenever there's an actress. Parlez-vous français, je suis sad. Parlez-vous français, I feel bad. How do you say ce soir vous êtes belle? I only know a word or so, like cat in school. Je suis deaf to him, you're deaf to mention it.
One day Montpellier is going to scream.
Deaf to all directors.
To get you back home. Shall I order, would you care for a cup of coffee? Armagnac and a glass of house white for thee.
As someone that really likes and would really love to do absolutely everything that I could, it's just not possible, so being able to play these different characters from different walks of life gives you a wee bit of a taste of that, just enough to kind of satisfy that urge to do everything.
What I love most about musical theatre is that there's really something for everyone. In recent years, the stories that have come out of musical theatre are fantastic, and the music in the shows are just incredible. Aspects of Love is quite unique because it's quite a mentally engaging show in general.
So much happens. Like, we've kind of only blocked Act 1 at this point, but enough happens in Act 1 that, you know, you could finish the story there and I think the audience would be quite satisfied with it. Yeah, there's just so much, and it's hard for the actors because we have to go through this massive journey, but it's also like extremely special. I don't think I've ever had that in a show before. I've never ever had a part as intense as this, so it's a massive learning curve, and it's going to set me up really well for the professional world when I go out.
I got into musical theatre at a very early age in life, and it mostly through a stammer that I had very, very young, and I still do to this day even. Although I found release in singing and dancing and acting and everything, and generally being an entirely different person with a different history, different background, and different feelings and thoughts, and generally they don't stammer at all. So it's like it's quite like an almost a psychological mindset, if you like.
My mum's friend was in an amateur dramatics club, and I wasn't very confident as a youngster, so they encouraged me to join to try and get my confidence up so that I could be better in social situations, and then I just absolutely loved it, and I never really stopped from that point on.
Now do it even more sarcastically. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not likely, give her a kiss from us.
Now we'll do it.
No, I've not been along to the UWS Theatre. I do love theatre though, I didn't know it was here, but no, I've not been along.
I went to the Green Door last January.
Haven't, no.
Not a musical theatre one, no.
Yes, I went to see the Green Door.
I did enjoy it. It was interesting because it was obviously written by Stephen and Jane. So like the story wasn't known to anyone. So it was a bit like abstract, a bit kind of not what I expected, but it was good. It was a good production and good quality of like actors, and the technical theatre side was really good.
Yeah, thought it was quite good. It was very different. It was the first production I'd ever seen that didn't have an interval, which was quite interesting. It was good for a uni production.
Aspects of Love, I've not actually heard of it, but I would be up for going to see it. It sounds good.
Possibly. It's always good to see what they're up to, and you know, it's good that they're out and not just in the UWS, they're also using some of the good facilities around Ayrham itself.
One of my friends, Russell, is in the Aspect of Love, so I'm going to go down and see him.
3.
3?
3.
Shall I make a spare one?
No, just make 3.
And for that, she will get 7,000 points.
When she does it or now?
Oh! Give her 7,000 now.
And then we can take them off.
And then I'll take them off. I'll take off 12,000.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If I don't do them.
The point system is a system that he made. Apparently, the fourth years now had it last year, whenever they were in third year.
He started it for us last year, and it was just joking, and nobody really took it down. But this year he's decided to make there be a prize, so whoever gets the highest points and whoever gets the lowest points gets a prize, which is a bit strange because we all start at 0, and like I'm on negative points already.
It's very much a simple basic as if you do something right or do something well, you get points.
You lose points for things like bad language, not knowing what you're doing, being generally flaky, which is where I've lost most of my points. I think the week before a show is always really quite intense and quite tough. You really need to be on the ball by then, especially if you've got an integral part in the show that drives it. So there's a couple of people in this show that have massive driving roles that need to be completely on their game, and I'm one of them, so that's a bit of pressure on me, but I think I'm taking it in my stride so far. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Let's hear it for the man with the gun.